Have you ever tried to use the law of attraction to manifest your ideal lifestyle? Well, many people have tried, but have a lack of success. And this is not about, hey, law of attraction, the secret, and just think and sit on your bum and do nothing. So the secret is actually get off your butt and do stuff. No, this is not about getting off your butt and staying on your butt. There's one critical element that most people fail to do. That is why when you look at their lifestyle hasn't really changed and it's still the same, this is the reason, and it'll make complete sense to you. My name is Gary. I'm here to help awakening entrepreneur in the path of success and creating more meaning in their life. Now, let's first go over what are some of the main principles in the law of attraction. Number one, you have to set the intention. Having a very clear intention, the more precise and clear on what you want. Hey, I want to have money. So this person in India went to see the guru saying, I want more money. I want to have lots of money. So after seeking the help of a guru, he ended up getting a job at a bank, and all he does each day is count money. Is that really what he wants? No, he wanted freedom. He wanted the lifestyle. But he wasn't clear with his intention. Now, this is the part that I think most people do pretty well. Whether it's New Year's resolution to lose weight, or they set a new goal to earn X amount of income, or finding their dream partner, people do it pretty well. Now, the second step, you create the dream. Napoleon Hill in his book Think and Grow Rich talks about creating a plan. I think that's good as well as showing the universe to you about taking action. Although this step is not critical, I would say the next step, which is pretty critical, is getting unattached to the goal. Most people, whenever they want something, I want a new car, I want a new girlfriend, I want a better house, a better job, I want my back pain to go. Innate, the desire implies something is missing in their life. So the whole time they're trying to manifest from the space of scarcity, a lack of. So that doesn't work. That's why we have to let it go and just trust the universe will make it happen. And most people say, okay, I'll let it go. Maybe for 2 days or 2 weeks. And after which, it hasn't happened yet. They haven't really let it go. Now, getting unattached to the goal, how can you want something and not have it? I know it's dichotomy of goal setting and the manifestation rule. But if you can it's about trust. And we're closely linked to the third point. Now, I would say probably like 99% of people do point one, setting a clear intention pretty well, at least to a decent level. Step two of getting unattached or letting the goals go, probably like 50% of them do it pretty well. And the last one, probably only 10% of the goals has been set. I was going to say people. It's not really people, because some people set certain goals in certain areas of their life and they achieve it consistently. Whereas in other parts of their life, it's a constant struggle, no matter what goals that they set. And sometimes people have set a certain goal, let's just say a financial goal, and they've hit it time and time again. And then at a certain stage of their life, now it seems like no matter how much effort they put in goal settings and taking actions, they're not moving forward. In fact, they're moving backwards. So the third point is Dr. Joe Dispenza talks about in terms of manifesting it from the quantum world on what you want. You send out the signal with your head, the electrical signals, and the heart draws in from the magnetic force to draws in your reality. So you need to have elevated heartfelt emotions. And for most people, to see the goal that as if it has already happened, or some people call it fake it till you make it, it's difficult. And I get that. If you set a goal that you wanted to feel better physically, and yet you look in the mirror each day, you're not proud of how you look, how are you supposed to feel great about it? Or if you're running out of money and you wanted to generate more wealth, and as much as you want to focus on more wealth, don't focus on the scarcity and lack of. But the reality is you've got bills to pay. Where are you going to get the next dollar to buy bread and put it on the table for your family? Or pay your employees? So the reality of what is happening around us It's weighing us down in terms of us trying to float to achieve our goal. This is an area that I spend a lot of time researching and understanding. How do we actually do it? And the keys is you have to resolve whatever the underlying issue is, preventing you from feeling abundance in the area. You can think about a time in some of your goals that you've set in the past, in an area that you have been successful in. Think of what you did at the beginning, like for example, starting a business, where you had no experience, where the odds of a business succeeding beyond the first year, the second year, the fifth year is 1 in 10. It doesn't mean it's profitable, but yet you have succeeded. And most of the time with no mentor, no experience, lack of resources, so you defy the odds of success. How do you feel like you can succeed against the odds? Or you had battled certain health conditions. You had no right to overcome that illness or conditions, but yet you defied the odds. So you couldn't say it's logical, it's completely illogical. But the fact is, you were able to do it. You didn't have baggages inside your head telling you that it's not possible. Let's be realistic, you've got bills to pay. Let's be realistic, you've been trying to lose this weight for such a long time, you can't do it. Let's be realistic, you've been trying to find your dream partner for the last 10 years and you haven't found this person yet. It's not about being realistic, at least not in the 3D world. From the quantum world, from the source of where we come from, beyond our physical form, we are the co-creator of this universe. We are God. You are God. A lot of different religions, ancient cultures, it shares the same wisdom. We have the power within. It's not from some external religious body or some teachers of those religious body or some teachers from some new age teaching us that, giving us the power. Nor is it me giving you the power. I am you, you am I. We're the same. It's just that when we came into this game of life in this earth, in this 3D world, we've been conditioned to think that we are separate. So when we go into the quantum realm of infinite possibility, the potential for us to achieve everything we want is there. I've had experiences and still do. Whatever that I crave, I desire, I want to create, I can feel it. My heart and my brain is in sync. So you first have to limit the noise in your head. Do whatever you have to do in terms of clean eating, breathing, surrounding yourself with not the CNN constant negative news, but things that's going to support you on this journey. But when you can create what you desire in your head, as if it's just as real, if not more real than in this 3D reality, then you have abundance with you every moment of your life. And when you go and create, you already have the magic inside of you. There's no lack. When you open your eyes back to this earth, you know what you're creating. Your heart can feel it. Magnetically, it's drawing you closer and closer. Each moment is drawing closer to you. The universe hears you. And when you keep believing it, when each day your overriding elevated emotion is knowing that you will be receiving this gift versus thinking that is it going to happen. I remember there was a time that I was trying to create more wealth. And for my business, I was very good at focusing on set goals and spend time meditating to create the future that I want. And I was confident it would happen. I spent a lot of time and effort working on myself. But then the reality is that we were running short on financial means. And each time there's another bill that comes up and I can see my bank account slipping, in relatively speaking term, I'm still in the top 1 or 2% of the whole world population, so I should be counting my blessing intellectually. But I just don't feel like it because I'm going backwards and I still got bills to pay. That's the reality. My staff needs the business to be producing income for them to be paid as well. So each day another bill comes in and I can see the bank account shrinking and shrinking and shrinking. You tell me that it is coming, and I work on myself that it's coming. But the majority of time when I'm seeing the account shrinking and bills coming in, oh geez, another one, geez, another bill. geez, another dollar going out. If I was honest with myself, the overriding, over-dominant emotion that I was feeling at the time was scarcity. I don't have enough. I'm not getting enough. I'm not getting enough. And yeah, maybe like 30% of the time, I was feeling that it'll come. But if 70% of the time, my elevated emotion is, I don't have enough, I don't have enough, I don't have enough. It's getting less, it's getting less, it's getting less. I'm projecting out to the universe, it's getting less. I may be sending the signal out to say I want more money, but in reality, the universe receives from how you feel less than how you think. How you feel is more important than how you think. Now you look back at anyone that hasn't hit their financial goal, relationship goals, whatever goals that they have set. You look at them or you ask them, what is the dominant emotion that you're feeling for most of the day? Is it that you have no doubt you're going to hit that goal? Or is it that you feel that, I don't know what, but I've been trying, it just hasn't happened. I'm a positive thinker, but yeah, like at some point you should start to question whether it actually works. That's not usually all the time that I've seen consistently. That is the underlying pattern. If you haven't received what you want, it's because you're not feeling that it has already happened or it is coming on its way. From the financial sense, yeah, you may have a few bills coming. Because you may say, well, logically, how the hell, Gary? Like, we've got bills, we pay. How do I not feel like that? Well, yes, you're correct. Bills to pay is a reality. But just imagine this. You may be out of your last dollar, or you may be even like needing to borrow from friends or family. But imagine a jackpot is coming. You don't know when, but you're gonna be a billionaire. Jackpot is coming. How would you feel? You feel excited. Okay, what if Gary's wrong? None of this actually works. Well, imagine yourself being a salesperson. If you go out there thinking of a lack of, and you go out there to sell, have you sensed it from a salesperson that even before they open their mouth, they've got a scarcity energy? They dare to sell it to you because they need you to produce the income for themselves, whether it's for commission or for their own business? Well, that's probably with most of the salesperson we've come across, right? And on the flip side, has there been moments that you know that someone cares for you, prioritize your needs above their paycheck because they just got the abundance attitude? I look after the people and the universe, or the rest will just look after itself. There's no need to stress. All I need to do is serve people. And the chances of you buying someone that's trying to sell it to you and someone that just wants to serve you to the best of their ability, who are you more likely to buy from? The person that's encompassing the abundance mindset, right? So this is the key. I'm not telling you that it's easy. I'm not telling you that if you implement this tactically, you get it right. Because I get it. When you're going through a difficult period in your life, to feel the opposite direction, it's not that simple. It's not always that simple. But let's try another thing. If you look at the challenge in your life, is to learn certain life lessons. And you get to level up. When the universe is trying to deliver you a lesson, the sooner you learn it, the sooner that they can stop teaching you a lesson. So what is the underlying lesson that it's trying to send to you? It's trying to change course. Like if you suddenly have a terminal illness, if you're suddenly on the brink of bankruptcy, or you're just separated from a long-term relationship, it's trying to tell you that you're off course. You've gone off the track of your chosen destiny. You didn't come here just to make a whole bunch of money and enjoy life and that's it. You came here to experience life in this dualistic world. You're here to have a meaningful life, a life of meaning, beyond just making money and going on holidays every so often and buying fancy cars. You've gone off track. Ask yourself, ask your heart, ask your higher self to show you what is the correct path. What are some of the areas of your life that you need adjustment? What are some of the areas of your life that you've neglected? What are some of the issues from young, from your inner child, that's been swept under the carpet that hasn't been dealt with? And as a result, all this is now surfacing up, either as a disease, either as financial trouble, whether it's in a relationship tension. What is that issue beyond the noise? What are some of the changes that you need to make in your life beyond just waking up, checking your phone, and just hustling, going to work and hustle, and same over again? Try taking a walk in nature. Try going for a swim. Try something different. What would you do if you're a billionaire? What would you do? How would you spend your day? Maybe helping other people? Why don't you do that now? Well, Gary, if I don't work on this, I'm even further away from your goals. I get it. I'm not asking you to completely change your lifestyle and don't go to work and don't work on your health or your relationships. But maybe just start with changing 10% of your lifestyle. See what happens to your desired goal, whether you start to get more magic appearing in your life. Magic is always there. All we need to do is reach out. I congratulate you in advance. I know that you will be hitting your goal. I know that you will having the abundance lifestyle that you're seeking. It's on its way. Trust me.